The poles s, 1, 2 are the roots of s squared plus the quantity I omega plus y times s plus the quantity I omega y plus a equals 0. I'll unpack everything slowly and clearly in plain words, keeping the symbols but explaining each one as we go. I'll cover what the environment does not forget means physically, a block sphere picture of what that implies for the quantum state, and a plain word breakdown of the resolvent quadratic equation and what its solutions tell us about time behavior, decay, oscillation, revivals. 1. The environment does not forget instantly. What that means, plain words. When we say the environment does not forget, we mean that the environment keeps a memory of its past interactions with the system for a non-negligible time. Concretely, every time the system and the environment interact, the environment state becomes correlated with the system state. If the environment forgets instantly, those correlations vanish immediately, and the environment no longer carries any usable information about the earlier system state. That is the memoryless Markovian case. If the environment does not forget instantly, the correlations persist for some time. That persistence means the environment can later influence the system in a way that depends on what happened earlier. In the equation language, past values of the system's coherence, written as ρ01 of t prime, continue to affect the current rate of change of ρ01 of c or t via the memory kernel, k of t minus t prime. Analogy: if the pond is perfectly absorbing, the ripples die immediately and never come back. Memoryless. If the pond has boundaries or reflecting structures, ripples come back as echoes and interact again with the pebble's position. That is the environment remembering and feeding information back to the system. What is not forgetting? It is not the environment consciously remembering. It is the persistence of physical correlations and coherent phases in the environment, degrees of freedom, that were created by earlier interactions with the system. Those lingering correlations are what we mean by memory,